Once upon a time, there was a girl who knew me like no one else could know me. Once upon a time, once upon a time, there was a girl who loved me like no one else could love me. Once upon a time, then things changed. I'm not sure why. I think perhaps I was living in a lie. But then again, could it be? She never made it very clear to me. Once upon a time, once upon a time, while we listened to Mr. Robert McClure on the guitar, think about your once upon a time. Do a little bit of reminiscing. I know we all have had a once upon a time in our life. Just reminisce. Then things changed. I'm not sure why. I think perhaps I was living in a lie. But then again, could it be? I never returned the love she gave to me. Once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time, once upon a time. Once upon a time. You know, as some of you know, I travel around the country and back up in Pennsylvania and down here since I'm in Charlotte. And I visit a lot of nursing homes, and I do a lot of singing in nursing homes for the people there. And there are some nice stories about those nursing homes. And I'd like to tell you one of those stories. One of my favorite stories about a nursing home was that this woman decided that that's what she wanted to do, that she didn't want to be alone at home anymore, and she didn't want to be a burden on her children. So she decided she wanted to stay in a nursing home, and she had her relatives take her to one, and they went around and to choose one that she would like, and they found one and left her there and to try it out for just a day to see if she liked it, and they sat her in the living room, and every once in a while she was a little bit tired, and every once in a while she would lean over to one side, and just as she did that, a nurse came by and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, here, and put a pillow behind her and on her side there. And a little while later, she did it again, and she leaned over to one side, and a doctor was just passing by at that time. And he did the same thing. He put a pillow down for her and to make her comfortable. And one of the nurse's aides came by and said, "Come on, honey, get in this wheelchair here. I'm going to wheel you outside. It's such a beautiful day, and we have animals out there, and you'll be able to just sit and relax in the fresh air." And they did that. And once again, every now and then, she would go to one side or the other. And this happened several times during the day. Well, when her family member came to pick her up, I asked her, said, "What do you think, Mom? Did you like it here?" And she said, "Well, Sonny, I'll tell you. I love it here, and bless their heart, they're such nice people, but they just won't let me pass gas."
I hope y'all stop out there and see me, because I'd like to see. I can't see much of you, except for that good-looking guy right there. Yeah, you, buddy. Yeah, that's you. He got a good-looking moment with him. He must be wearing the axe. Is that what it is? I'm wearing it, man. I'm just telling you. Look at that. That's what I get when I wear the axe right there. This is the title track off my album. It's called Snake Box on the Altar. Tell me who's that right? John the Revelator, who's that right? John the Revelator, who's that right? John the Revelator wrote the book of the seven seas.
Hey, welcome back to the Tony D. Now Show, folks. What you just saw on your screen was Mr. Chuck Johnson, the CharleyHorse, and believe it or not, we have him here live. Chuck Johnson, the CharleyHorse, and I'm going to interview him. Hi, Chuck. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Tony. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. You know, I read a little bit about you, and you're like a farm boy, right? Is it?
Well, I'm a cotton mill boy. That's
Mill.
more. That's that all kind of runs into the same thing, from Spartanburg. So it's all kind of farm country, cotton mills, all kind of same rural philosophy.
When did you start playing the guitar? What?
Actually, I was about 13. The old cliche, you get one for Christmas, and you learn a few songs, and the girls at school kind of go, oh, and that just ruins you. So you go off on that tangent. So that's about 13 years old.
Yeah, the girls at school, huh?
That's what started.
That'll do it. That'll do it every time, right?
Yep.
All right. How many songs? You've written a number of songs. How many songs have you written?
I'll probably have a couple hundred.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
maybe more.
And you're probably writing them all the time in your head.
Yeah. I make myself. There's a 3-hour ritual I do every day. I try to write something every day. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not, but you keep that writing muscle exercised in your head, And if you don't do it every day, you kind of wanes from it.
Yeah, I know my wife puts up with me, the little pieces of songs all over the house,
You preach it to the choir on that.
on the dresser and everywhere. And where you say you're from Spartanburg?
I am. I was raised in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and I actually was born in Bluefield, West Virginia, but I was raised up in Spartanburg. Milltown, great town, great town.
And you actually worked in the cotton fields, I understand.
Well,
right?
not the cotton fields. I worked in a cotton mill.
Okay.
Which was, is a pretty unique experience, and they don't have them anymore. Well, they may have one or two in Spartanburg left, I think, but not 30 or 40 like they did have. And that was pretty much the culture growing up in Spartanburg. You lived in these little mill towns like Inman and Lyman and Greer, and they had their own cotton mill, and everybody worked in the cotton mill. And you went to church with the people you worked with. You played ball with the people you worked with. You went to school with the people you worked with, and depending on what shift you worked, that was your circle of friends. It was a whole cultural thing that was my culture. My children, they don't know that culture because that all kind of went away a few years ago.
I read something that said if Tom Sawyer had grown up to be Woody Guthrie, the result would be
me.
Yeah.
Well, that's very kind words, and of course I didn't write that. Woody Guthrie's is a big idol of mine. But my style of writing is storytelling, and which is a Woody Guthrie style of writing. And my heroes are people like Woody Guthrie and John Prine, and of course Bob Dylan and Townes Van Zandt and all these guys. And there's different types of songwriters. The song you sang earlier is one type. I do singer-songwriter, storytelling type, which is what I enjoy doing. And I've been blessed that people kind of like that. So that's what I stick to.
All right. Let me ask you this question. We have a lot of youngsters that we're out trying to introduce to entertainment, and some of them really feel like this is what they want to do sometime in their life. And what would you tell a youngster that's just learning how to play the guitar and wants to become Chuck?
Well, everybody has that little dream of being a big star and all that kind of stuff, and that's great. That's a great motivator. My main advice would be work on your craft. Work on playing, work on your writing, work on your singing, and also start looking at the business side of show business. Because if you're really serious about doing this, that's as important as the playing and the singing and all that stuff. Understand what you're getting into, and work on your craft. Don't get discouraged, because there's a lot of no in this business. But one yes can take away 100 no's. So just keep working at it, and love what you do. That's the most important thing, man, is love what you do.
Good. Okay, I understand we have your guitar here, so I understand you're going to play something for us. What are
Sure.
you going to play for us?
Well, I got a song on my first record. It's called Betsy, the Dow of Betsy. I was going to do another one, but I kind of want to do this one because it's got a positive message. You talking about the kids and the young people wanting to do this. I think this song kind of applies to that.
Okay. Chuck Johnson, the CharleyHorse, Betsy.
Betsy took a fever and she died last spring. Words on a tombstone made me think. Left this world with a big old grin. Hope I get the chance coming back again. Hope I get the chance coming back again. Play my banjo, sing my song, dance like a fool all night long. Never let a soul in this world put me in my place. Never let a day go to waste. Some folks sinners and some folks saints. Here's what you are and you ain't what you ain't. Sands in the hourglass, time runs out. Get one shot, you gotta make it count. Get one shot, you gotta make it count. Play your banjo, sing your song, dance like a fool all night long. Never let a soul in this world put you in your own place. Never let a day go to waste. Sun comes up, the sun goes down. Hands on the clock, spin round and round. Secret to life is simply this: find what you love and you follow your bliss. Find what you love and you follow your bliss. Play your banjo, sing your song, dance like a fool all night long. Never let a soul in this world put you in your place. You gotta play your banjo, sing your song, dance like a fool all night long. Never let a soul put you in your place. Never let a day go to waste. Betsy took the fever and she died last spring.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, man, that was great, Chuck. Well, that kind of goes with what we were talking about, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Man, that was great. That was great. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy that I was able to get the CharleyHorse to come on my first show.
Oh, it was great to be here.
Because there's just couldn't have been any better. And you know, he plays around Charlotte. He's up in north of Charlotte, south of Charlotte, South Carolina. I see him on Facebook all the time. He's playing all over the place. He is a great man. Chuck Johnson, the CharleyHorse. You want to do another song?
I can do another. This one's about me being from Spartanburg. There's a lot of trailer parks in Spartanburg. And this is my song about a trailer park girl. It's called Raylene. Raylene Marie Bonaparte. Ooh, she was trouble right from the start. Teenage mother with a taste for sin. Night in bunker every now and then. Call me up late on the telephone. Said I'm feeling kinda lonesome and my Raylene, mommy giving me the blues. Oh, Raylene, baby, tell me you love me, even if it ain't true. The prettiest young'un that you ever seen. Daddy was a fella come from Abilene. He played guitar in a punk rock band. She locked her up, she never saw him again. And then one night on a log, ran away to Houston to a trailer park. She met a soldier, and before I know, she loved me with that young'un and a trailer door. Raylene, baby, why you gotta be so wicked? Raylene, mommy giving me the blues. Oh, Raylene, honey, I'll be right here waiting on you. You know I raised that young'un like she was my own. Lay one night on the telephone, it was Raylene's voice coming out of the blue. Said I'm passing through Houston, been thinking about you. Raylene, baby, why you gotta be so wicked? Raylene, mom, you giving me the blues. Oh, Raylene, honey, you can come on back home. Girl, if you got a mind to. Raylene Marie Bonaparte, ooh, she was trouble right from the start. A teenage mother with a taste for sin. Reminding of you every now and then. Ooh, Raylene.
Well, thank you, Chuck.
Thank you for having me, Tony.
You know, let me tell you a little bit about the Tony D. Now Show. Okay, what we want to do is we're going to travel around the Carolinas, and we're going to find talent, and we're going to bring them in here, and we're going to introduce them to you. And what we want to do is we want younger folks to continue where we've been, and to get beyond where we are. And so we're going to bring that talent in here, and they're going to tell you their stories, and they're going to tell you just where they're from, and how they got to where they are. And so that's really what the Tony D. Now Show is all about, and that's what we're going to be doing. And Chuck, once again, an aspiring entertainer. Okay, you mentioned all the no's that you get, you know, and Lord knows I've gotten a lot of those too. And I know that I just love what I'm doing, and I can see that you do. And I just love music, and I love singing. And you know, when people tell me no, I think K-N-O-W. They don't know, because if they did, they'd hire me.
Yeah.
Okay, and I bet you think the same way.
Well, I kind of do. You know, the thing is, I never take it personal. I learned that a long time ago. For whatever reason, you may not be the right fit. You may not be the right talent for that particular thing. And the no's teach you as much as the yeses do, you know. And the thing I tell people is this: the big thing is that, you know, I love this. You can love this business, but it won't love you back. You know, it just won't. It's very, we want you, we don't want you, we want you, we don't want you. So be confident in your talent, be confident in your dream, and don't get knocked off to the side of the road with it. That's the main thing, is forward. I got a friend that was June Carter's publicist, and she said June Carter's thing was forward, always forward. I kind of take that to heart.
Brings tears to my eyes. I'll tell you, this man, and because I'm coming from the same place you are, you know, and I know that right now I think the people that seem to love me the most are the people in the nursing homes, and because I do that style of music, you know, I do Sinatra and I do Dean Martin and people like that, and it seems like it's the old folks, which I am myself, that seem to like me the best. And you know,
the thing I found, whether it's crooners like yourself, or, you know, singer-songwriters like me, or hip-hop artists, or country artists, or rock artists, or death metal artists, whatever, you know, the common thread that binds all of us is this need to be heard. So always be heard, no matter what. That's my big thing. You know, no matter what you do, what style you do, don't matter.
Okay. So folks, I hope you enjoyed Chuck, and I hope you enjoyed our show. We're gonna be back next month. You know, when I started out and realized that we were going to be doing something here, doing a show, at first I was going to take on too much, and people convinced me that because we're new that I should just do one show a month for the first 3 months, get the bugs out. We have a wonderful crew here, and I want to thank you guys. Wow, I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything more than the crew that we have. Our director, our floor director, our camera people, just our sound guy, just wonderful, wonderful people. And I hope you stick with me and tune in again, the Tony D. Now Show. Thank you.